toast to our success.
Listen, let me tell you how.
Should I save this money?
I think I may have overeaten. Ha! Adventurer! Think you can last a round against me?
Hi, Catherine! It's us! Any new commissions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're good at that!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
Ein Uferstein. Eine komische Welt voller Banditen.
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul in Teyvat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're a fool if you think you found Teyvat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Teyvat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. didn't expect that, did you? Wait here. We'll go fetch him. Paimon bets Zhongli is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
Nach Zonghlis suchen. Ach, da ist er ja.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhongli, there you are.
Oh. Here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you. Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Ugh. Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well then, it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest, Zhongli. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
Another handsome sum today.
What about
Listen.
the pickpockets?
Let me tell you.
Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep, Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh, so you say. Wait till my guy gets here, then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kunjun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman, Longsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses... never mind. Zhongli won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now that's a rare treasure.
Such a detailed description, almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Zonghlis says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
Oh, 400 schon alleine. Cool. Die Wahrheit verbirgt sich in Steinen. Mein erster aus dem Mitteln. Jo. Eines, die. Ach, ich liebe solche Legendenaufträge. Man muss kaum großartig was machen am Anfang, aber kriegt haufenweise Geld, haufenweise Erfahrungspunkte und stückchenweise Erz und Items zum Leveln. Ah, ich mag das. Legendenaufträge könnte es ruhig ein paar mehr, könnte es ruhig öfters welche geben. Die geben immer stückchenweise von dem, was man so gut gebrauchen kann. Vor allem an Erfahrungspunkten. Ja. Vor allem die schönen Erfahrungspunkte, die kann man sehr viel gebrauchen. Ne?
Ja.
Ich hatte aufgehört zu. Ja, hat aufgehört zu regnen scheinbar. Achso, die da unten, ne? Wollte ich sagen, wie lange wollen die mir noch hinterherlatschen, ne? Wie lange denn noch? Da kann man ja mal wieder ein paar kleine Gegner wieder mitnehmen.
Leave it to me.
Ein paar kleine Gegner mitnehmen. Keine Items und Materialien wieder.
Speed of light. Incoming. Hey!
Ich muss immer wieder staunen, was besitzt mit Leuten. Leute, das ist so gut von den Namen her. Moigen, ne? Moigen, ja. Toll. die brauche ich nicht unbedingt mitnehmen. Ja, komm, ich lasse ein paar liegen. Ich werde hier mal langsam ein paar links liegen lassen. Ne? Ja, die haben sowieso nicht das, was ich brauche. Da kann ich die eigentlich ruhig erstmal links liegen lassen. Ne? Das Einzige, was ich momentan erstmal nur brauche, sind ein paar Bolzenspitzen, aber es sind keine davon da, die das geben. Schade.
Whoa, this mine is huge!
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Servus, Sucker. Moin, ne?
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Wow. Ein alter Sen und ein junger Sen. Gibt's da zufälligerweise noch so eine Art einer mittelalten jungen Sen? So eine Art einer Mittelding noch?
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
Gute Frage. Ich weiß zwar nicht so genau, wie du das meinst von dem Begriff her, aber ich würde vielleicht einfach mal zustimmen. Ich weiß zwar nicht genau, wie du das meinst, aber ich denke mal, ich kann da so ein bisschen zustimmen. Wenn du dazu fragst, dann kann ich in gewisser Weise, denke ich mal, zustimmen.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
Ich glaube, ich muss mir das mal ein kleines bisschen hier verschieben. Mal das bisschen, dass ich das ein bisschen besser im Blick mal habe. Okay, noch ein paar Hinweise suchen. Ne?
Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
Also irgendwie hat der Name was. Irgendwie hat er was, aber trotzdem, aber irgendwie passt der mittlere Name nicht so wirklich. Die Mitte passt nicht so wirklich, aber irgendwie hat das schon was. Irgendwie hat's was.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, that seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct.
Ja. Ich würde eigentlich sagen, passt eigentlich beides nicht so wirklich. Gebraucht haben sie es bestimmt. Aber möglicherweise haben sie es vergessen, das könnte möglich sein.
Improbable.
Ja. Klingt mir beides eigentlich relativ unwahrscheinlich.
There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know.
Die Wahrheit verbirgt sich in Steinen. Klingt wahrscheinlich schon ein bisschen passender und wahrscheinlicher. Oh, diese Kollapis. Das kann ich noch gebrauchen, ne?
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
Interessant. Echt interessant, was er da kann.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard. What's he up to?
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine. It looks like a child.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a little odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before.
Servus, alter Ego. Ach, ja.
I can perceive the memories of Or.
Mhm. Erinnerung des Herzens kann er wahrnehmen. Was es nicht so alles gibt. Was es nicht so alles gibt.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that Or contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Okay. Das ist ja mal interessant.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
Er kann die Erinnerungen von Erzen und Gestein sehen. Sag ja, was es nicht so alles gibt.
I'm glad I can be of assistance.
Echt interessant, was es so alles gibt.
Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Muss ich mal gucken, kann ich mir eigentlich das Erz hier mitnehmen? Oh, Mann. Wäre zu schön gewesen, das Erz, das Kollabis hier mitzunehmen. Er war in der Lage, die Informationen aufzuzeichnen, die wir brauchten. Ein merkwürdiger Stein. Schade, hätte ich nur zu gerne mitgenommen. Aber naja. Da muss ich eben wieder bei den herkömmlichen Sportswear bleiben für Kollabis, um mir welches zu holen. Was soll's.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly, they'd vanished. Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too. Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
Ja, einfach mal alles Mögliche, was hilfreich sein könnte, sich notieren und merken. Und gucken, was man daraus schlussfolgern kann.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
Irgendwie fällt mir gerade so ein, wenn 4 Männer einem kleinen Kind gefolgt sind. Wenn ich so darüber nachdenke, an das eine Kind, was man bei diesem besonderen Baum getroffen hat, bei einem alten Auftrag, bei einem besonderen, dann könnte es möglicherweise mit dem Kind in Zusammenhang stehen. Ne? Irgendwie habe ich so das Gefühl, dass es mit diesem kleinen Mädchen möglicherweise in Verbindung stehen könnte, dass sie es ist, die man hier die ganze Zeit sucht, mit der die Männer mitgegangen sind, aber fragt sich nur noch, weshalb, und fragt sich nur noch, aus welchem Grund sie eigentlich mit dem Kind mitgegangen sind und vor allem, warum es hier in der Nähe der Mine gewesen ist. Irgendwie habe ich so die Vermutung, dass es irgendwas mit dem Kind zu tun hat und mit dem, was sie damals mal gesagt, weil sie mir einen Auftrag gesagt hat, mit dem, was bald erwachen soll, ein besonderes Wesen. Irgendwie habe ich so ein bisschen die Vermutung, dass sie es sein könnte.
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child that took your men away.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, Let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Let's go find him.
Mhm. Ach ja. Ach, da oben. Da oben ist er.
Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall? Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, I'm having trouble remembering things. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious, as if there's something I've forgotten to finish. It's an unpleasant sensation.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look for some. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhongli. You're too kind.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be traces.
Great! Let's have a look.
Oh, wieder 400. Cool. Erdverschiebung und verlorene Fäden kommen ans Licht. Mhm. Zum Lingyu-Pass, um noch Hinweisen zu
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
tracks here. These must have been left by the miners.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself. However, if we find new tracks, we can follow them wherever they may lead.
Don't blink.
Hey, footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Ja, ich hab's geahnt. Ich hab's geahnt.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Das war wieder klar gewesen, ne? Hier kann man nicht mal so ruhig auf was finden, ohne dass die blöden so irgendwelche plötzlich nerven.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
Ja, natürlich muss auch das Ende da unten nerven. Natürlich. Ja, 2 auf jeden Fall kann man ja auch verkaufen. Ja klar, ich muss jetzt wieder ohne mit dem Scheiß ankommen oder was. Boah, Alter, das kommt jetzt ein Scheiß zu nerven.
No escape.
Ja, danke sehr, Nervensäge.
Leave it all. Eyes on me.
Ich könnte zwar aufhören, die einzumischen, ich kann ja, zack.
With sword comes shadow.
Ja, die muss hier mit dem Chef ankommen, dann noch mit dem anderen Chef ankommen. Ach, das ist immer wieder nervtötend, ey, wenn man so eine... Wenn man so eine blöden Ringwächter hat und dann auch 2 gleichzeitig mit verschiedenen Sachen nerven müssen. Das nervt einfach nur ab. Und auch unter dem Scheiß zu nerven, ja, ja. So viel einzelne Rede von Sack. Ja, danke sehr für die scheiß Raketen jedes Mal. Den hab ich Bock gehabt. Okay, das ist blöd.
Crew, set sail for home.
Ach, ich hasse diese Dinger einfach nur. Ich hasse diese Dinger. Vor allem, wenn man mehr als einen gleichzeitig hat. Wenn man mehr als einen gleichzeitig von den Säcken hatte, dann ist es einfach
Steady as stone.
nur zum Kotzen. Ja.
Cut to the chase.
So, der erste ist endlich mal kaputt. Danke. Der erste ist endlich mal kaputt gegangen. Super, wenigstens eine Nervensäge übrig. Ich stehe nur ein paar Meter von dem Ding entfernt, und der muss mit seinen schnellen Drecksraketen anfangen. Hat er so festgepackt? Na toll.
I must leave no stone unturned. Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
Und tschüss. Nervensäge. Schlimm. Einfach nur schlimm. Aber es ist mal gut hier. Was ist denn heute los hier, ey? Was ist denn heute los? Okay. Ach, ja. Naja, aber wie jetzt man wahrscheinlich auch denken können, geht man mal ein paar Zentimeter zu nah an diesen an den blöden Ruinenrichtern vorbei, werden sie natürlich automatisch aktivieren sie sich von ganz alleine, die Dinger.
Hi there! Have you seen anyone dressed like a miner around here?
A miner? I'm afraid not.
Let's try someone else. Hello! Have you seen any miners nearby? About this tall? 4 of them?
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Jeez, a little grumpy, aren't we? Whatever. Let's go ask someone else.
Als hätte man auch freundlicher sagen können. Und nicht so mürrisch, ey. Oh, eine versiegelte Truhe. Die kann ich gut gebrauchen, ne?
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them!
Und zufälligerweise sind ja auch ein paar Fußspuren. Zufälligerweise führen ja auch Fußspuren weiter. Och nee. Och, müssen das ausgerechnet die wieder sein? Müssen wir anscheinend langsam mal wieder ein paar neue Gerichte hier machen, so wie ich das sehe. Ich habe echt wieder ein paar zu... Ich habe langsam echt wieder ein paar zu wenig. Oh, lass mich raten. Auch Mann, gerade wo ich wechseln wollte, oder was? Ich will doch veräppeln. Gerade wo ich wechseln wollte. Aber ja, da wird das wieder diese 3 Schadenseffekt abbekommen darf. Autsch. Oh, really? Jetzt muss ich wieder die Blenden. Jetzt muss ich wieder den nervigen Aquafutz hier da oben erstmal platt machen, damit er die anderen hier heilen kann. Was seid ihr für kleine verdammte Cheater-Säcke hier, ey? Einfach untereinander zu heilen ist schon sein. Keine wo die Rose. Das ist so eine intellektuelle. Hallo? Ich seh nichts mehr, danke. Ja, Kamera ist wieder mal ein Träumchen. Das ist ein Weg vor. Ja, natürlich. Ach man, also wie ich diese Typen mit ihren scheiß fetten Hämmern immer hasse und dieser Elektrokacke. Die Typen kann ich also sowas von ab. Die Typen kann ich also sowas von leiden, Kamera, ich seh nichts mehr, danke. Aber wenigstens sind da ein paar Heiler-Typen weg. Wenigstens ist dieser Heiler-Fuzzi weg, jetzt kann ich mich um die anderen Beten einigermaßen in Ruhe kümmern. Aber... Und ich wollte halt mehr auf den Tower wechseln, bevor die Typen merken. Ja, natürlich hat er wieder so eine Kilometer. Natürlich haben diese blöden Säcke immer so eine scheiß Kilometer-Reichweite, das ist so unfair. Das ist so verdammt unfair, dass diese Drecksäcke immer so eine Kilometer-Reichweite haben. Typ hat sich anscheinend glücklicherweise festgepackt. Das ist wieder mal Glück für mich, Pech für ihn. Aber ich kann mir zum Glück noch ein bisschen was zu essen. Mal schnell mal so nebenbei machen. Cool. Einfach mal kurz mal nebenbei mit einem Kampf mal was zu essen machen. Dafür hätte ich Mehl gebraucht wieder. Toll. Nichts, was irgendwie bloß viel LP gleich mit jemand mit sich bringt hier. Alles nur stückchenweise. Alles nur stückchenweise. Ich bin doof. Ja, immer noch 23 Sekunden. Ja, der Typ hat ja wieder seine Kilometerreichweite, dieser Sack. Der Cheater.
Leave it all to me.
Na endlich. Dann mal kurz mal Ember wieder heilen und man kann sie endlich wieder nutzen für den Typen.
Almost.
Das ist doch ein reinster Witz langsam mit diesem Bastard. Der Typ ist ja irgendwie so. Ja, komm, Alter. Hör mir auf, dieser scheiß Kilometerreichweite da so extra haben soll. Ah, geht der Typ mir auf den Zeiger. Geht dieser Typ mir auf den Zeiger, ey, mit seiner scheiß Reichweite jedes Mal. Ah, nervt der Vogel einfach nur. Der Typ fuckt mich einfach nur langsam ab. Ja, natürlich, die gehen plötzlich ja doppelt und dreifachen Schaden ab. Logisch.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
This one's well done.
Boah, Alter, hört doch mal auf mit diesen doppelten und dreifachen Scheißschaden. Immer dieser abnormale fette Schaden.
Incoming.
Auf die rumzuziehen, ne?
With sword comes shadow.
der Elefantvogel ist vertrauen. Endlich mal. Oh, da kann ich mir auch die langsam rumgehen. Come on.
Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. This one's well done. You need to hurry up. Unfortunate fault.
Ja, endlich. Es bleibt nur noch die verdammte Nervensäge übrig. Boah, wie ich diese Typen hasse, immer mit dem Scheißhammer. Wie ich diese Typen auf den Tod nicht ausstehen kann. Sag mal. Warte.
Let's not waste time. Let's end this quickly. Almost.
Ja, gerade vercheckt weiter. Ich werde die auf Ember gehen.
Let's not waste time. Let's end this quickly. This is bad.
Oh, na
To
endlich.
the chase.
Boah.
This isn't good.
Alter, lecko mio, fette Grande mit diesen Typen. Alter. Und das alles nur für diese kleine, nette, fette Truhe. Willi, wir werden jetzt schon wieder. Och komm, Alter, lass es sein, Freundchen. Gefühlt
Blurred footprints. There's a person over there.
einen Kilometer von mir
Please
entfernt.
save me. Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Wollte schon sagen, Alter, der Typ ist einen gefühlten Kilometer von mir entfernt, also brauchen wir gar nicht versuchen, auf den Keks zu gehen. Die Typen brauchen gar nicht versuchen, auf den Keks zu gehen, vor allem wenn sie so weit entfernt sind. Aber brauchen sie wirklich gar nicht versuchen, auf den nachzugehen.
To ashes. I must leave no.
Ich hau dem in 4 gerade permanent Dauerschaden rein. Alter Schwede.
Nowhere to hide.
Nice.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
According to the scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults sounds pretty close to Paimon. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Oh, wieder ein Stück Kollabis.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon!
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Sind definitiv vorbeigekommen, aber einer hatte keinen Korb dabei. Bei einem von den 4 Bergleuten fehlt der Korb.
It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all sense of direction a long time ago.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move!
kann man die ganzen Kollabis-Dinger nicht einfach mitnehmen, die man hier so findet. Echt ein bisschen unfair, dass man die nicht mitnehmen kann. Ah, da ist ja jemand.
Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this one of the missing people?
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you. A memory, if you will.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Zonghlis. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary, I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you. I will take good care of it.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved. And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
If he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, Rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We still have more investigation ahead. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
625 sogar. Unerschütterlich wie Fels. So. Warte mal ganz kurz mal. Probieren wir Fenster zu machen. Geht gleich weiter. So. Ja, dann. Ah ja, der besondere Baum. Der besondere Baum wieder.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going.
Ja, ich schätze mal, jetzt müsste man der Quelle so langsam näher kommen. Den Baum untersuchen. Der Baum, in dem man das Mädchen das erste Mal getroffen hat. Beziehungsweise wo man ihm begegnet ist.
Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals up there too. Amazing!
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section. All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about. Not yet.
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look? If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
You think so?
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea, Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait here. Paimon will...
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zonghlis' voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
Ach, da unten. Da ist er. Oh, hier scheint es wohl unter den Baum zu gehen.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly.
Eine ungewöhnliche Präsenz. Unerschütterlich wie Fels.
This is...
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor. digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal,
Okay. Versiegelter Geodrachenechsenkönig?
What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Okay.
Earth will not absolve you.
Wow, Alter. Alter.
Watch out!
Allow me.
Wow, willst du mich verarschen, Alter?
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax.
WTF, Alter.
Detestable.
Hey! Leave it all to me.
Boah.
I'll catch up. Got lucky that time.
Interessanter neuer Boss, ey. Ein interessanter, fieser neuer Boss.
Steady as stone.
Dust. Sooner or later.
Okay. Und ich habe nicht mal die Möglichkeit gehabt, meinen Charakter zu wechseln. Dass ich mal bei der
No one escapes my sight.
Trauma dazu holen kann.
You got me.
Alter, wie soll man dem denn ausweichen, bitte? Wie soll man so einem Angriff denn ausweichen? Der kommt jetzt alles hier ein. Hallo? Darf man ja irgendwie mal ausweichen, ne? Ey, willst du mich verarschen, ne? Wie soll man so einem Angriff dann ausweichen, Alter? Der nimmt komplett alles ein. Der hat so einen ekelhaften Stammwort drauf, der gesamtes Gebiet einnimmt. Soll die verarschen? Das ist doch eine Verarsche, Alter. Der kann die gesamte Kampffläche einnehmen. Das ist überhaupt nicht unfair. Wie soll man denn da einen Angriff ausweichen? Der nimmt die gesamte Fläche hier ein, Alter, im Kampf. Man hat null Möglichkeit, auch nur ansatzweise mal auszuweichen, ne? Ja, dankeschön.
To the nights.
Er ist ja überhaupt nicht unfair, das Vieh. Also ich muss wirklich mal zu Zonghlis wechseln, ja. Ich glaube, der hat mit seinen Elementarfähigkeiten die beste Wahrscheinlichkeit, da ausweichen davon vom Ende zu kennen. Sag mir nicht, der kann mich sogar in der Luft treffen, sagen. Wenn der mich in der Luft treffen kann, dann ist das Geschichte. Das ist ja völlig unfair.
There is no atonement for a 1,000-year pain!
Ja, danke sehr. Das ist so fucking unfair, Alter, dass das Mistvieh den gesamten Bereich hier einnimmt, Alter, wo man kämpft.
I'll be fine.
Da hat man doch null Chance, aber gegen irgendwas zu machen, mal. Alter, ne. Das Ding ist ja überhaupt nicht, das ist ja überhaupt nicht unfair, wie Sau. Nimmt den gesamten Kampfbereich ein, musst du nur ein bisschen rumstampfen. Nachdem wir ein bisschen rumstampfen, dann nimmt die gesamte Kampftechnik ein, oder was? Hallo, darf man überhaupt mal irgendwie mal ausweichen mit dieser Drecksau? Wie soll man denn gegen dieses Bastardvieh überleben? Wie soll man den denn schlagen? Wie denn, Alter? Man hat kaum großartig Möglichkeiten, irgendwas mal gegen dieses Drecksvieh zu machen. Man wird permanent nur getroffen, egal wo man sich aufhält, man wird immer nur getroffen, ja. Man kann machen, was man will, man wird nur getroffen.
Leave it all to me.
Ja, Sigi, Alter, klaro. Alter, null Chance. Absolut null Chance gegen dieses Drecksvieh. Man kann machen, was man will, man wird permanent nur getroffen, ey. Egal wo man steht. Egal wo man steht, man wird nur getroffen, ey. Man wird nur getroffen, diese Drecksvieh, ey. Ja, natürlich. Egal wo man ist, man wird nur getroffen. Permanent. Bravo. Das ist doch echt ein Witz, Alter, mit dem Boss. Das ist doch ein reinster Witz, ey. Man kann echt machen, was man will, man wird nur getroffen, ey. Man hat ja, Billy, danke. Och komm, Alter, fick dich doch langsam, Spiel, ey. Das ist doch nicht dein Ernst. Ey, das war das Level Stufe 82, das ist nur minimal höher als meine Charaktere überhaupt sind, ey. Trotzdem habe ich hier null Chance gehabt. Und über das gesamten Kampfbereich ein und dann Schuss absetzen. Über das scheiße den gesamten Kampfbereich mit Angriffen ja ein und da habe ich null Chance gegen den Teil oder was. Ey, das ist überhaupt nicht unfair. Das ist halt überhaupt nicht unfair. Hinterher bloß den gesamten Kampfbereich einmal null Chance, auch nur ansatzweise irgendwas dagegen zu machen, ey. Das ist doch fast unmöglich, auf die schnelle Kampfsäule mitzukommen. Also der Boss kann mich echt mal. Der Boss kann mich mal. So ein Abfuckvieh, ey. Ne? Ein absolutes Abfuckvieh, einfach nur. Egal wo man ist, egal was man macht, man wird permanent nur getroffen und getroffen. Ne? Ja, der einzige Charakter, der ihm was bringt, ist Zonghlis, ey. Der einzige Charakter, der ihm wirklich nur was, bringt, ist Zonghlis gerade mal. Mit den anderen Charakteren null Chance, was zu machen, ne? Man wird nur getroffen. Die Herausforderung kann ich sowieso abbrechen, Alter. Ich hab doch null Chance gegen dieses Bastardvieh. Ich hab null Chance gegen diese Drecksau. Egal was ich mache, man wird permanent mit einem, bei ein, zwei bestimmten Angriffen nur mal permanent nur getroffen, Alter. Man hat null Chance auch nur ansatzweise mal was dagegen zu machen, ey. Ey, was ist denn das für ein unfairer Bastardgegner? Was ist denn das für ein unfairer Bastardboss, ey? Dass man hier permanent nur getroffen wird von dieser Drecksau. Ist das eine unfaire Drecksau von Boss, ey. Man wird da permanent nur getroffen, ne? Betrete die Sphäre am Ende des unterirdischen Tunnels. Das kannst du doch vergessen, Alter. Wie soll man denn gegen so eine Bastardsau von Boss, Alter, gewinnen? Wie soll das denn funktionieren? Wie soll man den denn Wie soll man da denn auch mal ansatzweise mal eine Chance haben, ey? Das kannst du da echt vergessen, ne? Wie soll man den denn schaffen, bitte sehr? Was für ein abnormal kranker Boss, ey. Ne. Was für ein abnormal kranker Bastard-Boss. Ne.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing.
Ne. Also da muss ich mir echt, da muss ich echt erstmal eine Strategie finden, ne? Da muss ich erstmal eine Strategie und da überhaupt erstmal eine Möglichkeit finden, ey, wie man gegen den überhaupt mal irgendwie noch mal ansatzweise mal eine Chance hat, was zu machen. Gegen dafür muss ich erstmal irgendwelche Möglichkeiten noch mal finden, ne? Ne. Also eine minimale Vermutung hätte ich schon, was man da, wenn man da vielleicht nehmen könnte oder wie man was machen könnte, aber falls man überhaupt dazu kommt, ist wieder ob man dazu kommt, ist wieder eine andere Frage.
Good eye.
Ob man zu dem kommt, was ich mir gerade überlegt habe, wie man es machen kann, wie man da irgendwie manchen Angriffen entgehen kann, das ist wieder so eine andere. Das ist wieder eine andere Sache. Ob man überhaupt dazu kommt. Ob ich überhaupt dazu komme, ist wieder so eine Sache für sich. Oh ja, das sind ja normalen Geo-Echsen-Viecher und die alte Geodrachen-Echse die sind ja echt scheiß dagegen, ey. Die sind ja ein absoluter Witz dagegen, ey, gegen das Vieh. Alter Schwede, ne, ist das abartig. Oh, ist das ein abartiger Boss. Aber klar, man wird einfach so wie so ein Fisch ins kalte Wasser. In ein unbekanntes Gewässer einfach mal so reingeschmissen und dann soll man spontan erstmal klarkommen mit den Vieren, dass man irgendwelche Möglichkeiten finden, wie man gegen das Ding überhaupt mal ankommen kann. Aber die Möglichkeiten dieser Dinger sind ja abartig, ey. Da muss man erstmal überhaupt Das kann ja was werden, gegen das Ding anzukommen. Das Ding ist gerade eigentlich gerade mal Stufe 83, aber aber reißt mir gefühlsmäßig so dermaßen den Allerwertesten auf. Hilfe, ne. Das Ding ist echt mal ein krass krankes Kaliber. Der ist ja mal ein richtig krankes Kaliber, ey.
Welcome to Second Life. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Real tigerfish.
Muss ich ja mal gucken.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Stimmt, für beide braucht sich ja noch einiges mehr. Gut. Halt. Das war jetzt weit. Okay, für immer wird das noch reichen. Ne? Ah, na gut. Würde nur für den Standardangriff reichen. Ne? Das würde nur dafür ausreichen. Ne? Für einen Blitzbrecher. Na, bräuchte ich einen neuen. Ne? Naja. Was? Was brauche ich denn hier? Dämonengewandfragment? Belohnung für die Herausforderung des Grafen ab Stufe 70. Ha! Toll, noch welche Wünsche? Naja, zweimal auch noch. Also muss ich für Otau auch noch gegen den Grafen in der Goldstube kämpfen. Und das nur für die Sehen, für so ein spezielles Item wieder. Na super. Na gut, dann werde ich es noch einmal probieren, aber jetzt weiß ich schon mal, wenn das noch nichts wird, dann muss ich definitiv erstmal, dann brauche ich definitiv Abenteuerstufe 50. Da muss ich unbedingt meine Charaktere unbedingt auf die letzte Durchbruchsstufe verstärken oder zumindest hochstufen und noch ein bisschen leveln, damit ich überhaupt auch nur ansatzweise eine Chance gegen das Vieh habe. Das kann ja was werden, ne? Also ich glaube, hier müsste ich meine Charaktere wirklich mindestens auf Stufe 85 oder 90 hochstufen, ne? Und leveln, damit ich auch vielleicht auch nur ansatzweise eine Chance habe gegen das Vieh. Das ist ja mal ein richtig krasses. Das ist ja mal momentan mit Abstand der absolut schwerste Boss, den ich bis jetzt jemals hatte. Das ist definitiv mit Abstand der schwerste bisher. Das Schlimme bei dem Fehler sogar noch. Der kann mit irgendwelchen besonderen Angriffen sogar den gesamten Kampfbereich komplett ausfüllen. Toll. Na gut. Dann werde ich mal noch einmal in dem Vieh mal probieren. Da wird man wirklich förmlich einfach mal so ins kalte Wasser mit diesem Vieh geschickt. Überhaupt nicht gemein, ja. Überhaupt nicht übelst gemein. Spiel. Ich bin auf so ein Inventar gegangen, nicht auf die Charaktere. Mann. Ich bin auf das Inventar gegangen. So, da würde ich mal einmal auf das Schild gehen. Einmal auf die Verteidigung. Und dann, ja. Schild Verteidigung, Schild, Verteidigung, Schild plus den Angriff dazu.
Steady as stone.
Unter dem Drachenbezwinger. Unter dem alten Baum. Es gibt einen unbekannten geheimnisvollen Durchgang unter dem alten Baum von Nantian. An seinem Ende liegt ein uraltes Geheimnis begraben. Ja. Naja. Wenn dann ist er höchstens nur bei Do ein bisschen unterhalb der empfohlenen Stufe, aber wen soll ich denn da sonst großartig noch nehmen? Ich habe eigentlich niemand anderes, den ich da großartig nehmen könnte. Aber so viel Damage wie das Ding austeilt, so viel wie man und so wenig wie man selber austeilt, habe ich das Gefühl, dass ich mindestens Stufe 85 wieder, naja, Minimum Stufe 85, wenn nicht sogar am besten Stufe 90 mindestens gegen das Ding haben müsste mit meinen ganzen Charakteren, mit den Waffen, damit ich überhaupt auch nur ansatzweise eine geringe Chance gegen das Ding habe. Unerschütterlich wie Fels, ja. Als da habe besiegen.
What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Ja.
Incoming.
Okay, ich muss also nur schnell genug möglicherweise den Angriff vorhersehen können und versuchen vorhersehen zu können und dann schnell genug. So viel Stress dann schnell genug eine Erinnerung in die Luft gelangen.
Detestable! Fisher! Shifting sands know not the mountain's
Speed of light. I must leave no stone unturned.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Ja. Oh, hat etwa doch nur eine begrenzte Reichweite, was den Angriff angeht? Hat etwa doch eine begrenzte Reichweite? Das wäre mal echt schön, wenn er wirklich eine begrenzte Reichweite hat. Wenn er doch nicht so extrem weit ist, der Angriff.
With sword comes shadow.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Watch out!
Allow me!
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax!
Stone.
Back off!
Lucky that time.
Shifting sands know not
Das hat doch nur eine begrenzte Reichweite, nein, Glück.
Incoming.
Ein Glück hat das doch nur eine begrenzte Reichweite.
Be crushed.
Cut to the chase.
Sie geht halt hier und nach dem nächsten König. Ja, aber den kann ich mir gut vorstellen, dass das wirklich ein Geodrachen-Ex-König ist, der so ein Monster wieder ist.
I must leave no stone unturned. Speed of light.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Heilige Maria, ja.
There is no atonement. Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Leave it all to me. Nowhere to hide. Someone needs.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Got lucky that
Ah,
time.
toll. Ja, jetzt kann man wieder damit an. Alles klar.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
With sword comes shadow.
Aber
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
This is order.
wow. Selbst mit Zonghlis mache ich nur extrem minimalen Schaden. Ne?
Be crushed.
Das ist nochmal ein Wahnsinn, ey, was das Ding aushält.
Fisher!
Aber aber er sieht schon mega geil, sieht mega geil aus, muss ich mittlerweile sagen, ey. Ich bin ab und zu so ein bisschen zwischendurch überrascht. Muss ich echt sagen, echt krass beeindruckt, wie der aussieht.
Will not absolve you!
Sehr nice, sieht auf jeden Fall aus.
Speed of light.
Bäh. Kann man nicht abschalten, der sieht schon echt Hammer aus. Dafür, dass das Ding alter Geodrachen-Echsenkönig sein soll, versiegelt da.
Steady as stone.
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Ja, endlich mal ein etwas glaubwürdigeres Geodrachen-Echsenvieh, dass man noch mal noch treffen und Schaden zufügen kann, selbst wenn er sich vergräbt, dass man den trotzdem noch währenddessen attackieren und treffen kann, ist schon mal glaubwürdig. Nicht diese kleinen Exzentrier, die sich mal kurz vergraben und die man dann gar nicht mehr treffen kann angeblich. Nur weil sie sich mal kurz noch vergraben haben. Das ist bei denen schon ein bisschen glaubwürdiger. Dass man den auch mal treffen und ja.
I must leave no stone.
Get
to the chase.
Das ist auf jeden Fall ein echt fetter Boss, ey. Das ist auf jeden Fall mal ein echt fetter Boss. Aber, ey, nimm ich nie wortwörtlich auf die Hörner, Freundchen. Der nimmt einen wirklich wortwörtlich auf die Hörner.
Come, experience an eon of suffering. The enraged earth will not absolve you.
Okay, das war eine schlechte Idee anscheinend.
Haven't won yet.
Zumindest eine etwas schlechte Idee. Ja klar, Alter. Was hat denn für eine Reichweite, die Sau?
Steady as a dutiful maid would.
Was hat denn die Sau für eine Reichweite?
Someone need.
Sooner or later.
Okay, Schilde sind ab von den 4 Treffern nicht weg. Einfach mal. Mit was kommt er jetzt an? Hä? Bei Dowstone? Das war das, ne? Das war das bei Dow erledigt gewesen, ne? Das hab ich gar nicht mitbekommen. Was hat dann bei Dow erledigt?
Don't blink.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain.
Ja, das war wieder eine schlechte Idee anscheinend. Aber das kann man irgendwie echt so schlecht abschätzen, wann der welchen Angriff richtig macht. Das ist echt ein bisschen kacke. Das ist ein bisschen nervig, dass man das ein bisschen schlecht abschätzen kann.
Incoming.
Aber...
With sword comes shadow.
Oh, ich habe ihn langsam endlich mal einigermaßen down. Na klar, wird das noch nach. Ja.
Leave it up to me.
The enraged earth will not absolve you.
Schlechte Idee, schlechte Idee, schlechte Idee. Mann, warum kann man das immer so schlecht abschätzen mit dem Vieh? Bei dem man mit seinem Dauerrufstampfer ankommt, war dann nur ein paar Mal rumstampfen wird.
Nowhere to hide.
Alter, ja. Geh doch endlich mal da, du blöde Sau! Gut. Finish him mit Zonghlis Special-Angriff. Alter, was für ein Bosskampf, ey.
Morx, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You? What's da? Okay.
You should call it by its name, Ajdaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
have forgotten.
That voice!
Ejdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ejdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes, it was all I could manage.
Ja, gute Frage. Welcher ist der echte Arzt da?
Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ejdaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ejdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ejdaha.
Wir sind eine Spaltung des Willens? Die beiden sollen eine Spaltung des Willens von Nadar sein? Wow.
So there are two Ashdahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax, and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ajdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer of memories. Erosion ground Ajdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ajdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm, why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. We lost all reason. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion, but it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
No! No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further, a willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
No, no! It is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the Earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of coexistence with humanity. rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Ishtaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ejdah. This, I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Und das bisschen als Belohnung dafür, dass man so einen Koloss an Boss gelegt hat. Wow. Aber eine sehr nice, sehr geile Höhle auf jeden Fall. Sehr nice. Oh, Halleluja, was für ein Boss. Was für ein fetter Boss, ey. Heilige Scheiße. Was für ein Koloss, ey, von Boss. Alter, ey. Schlimmer als jeder andere, den ich bis jetzt so hatte. Vorher. Schlimmer als jeder andere.
How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ajdaha, I am no longer the Geo-Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate. They will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm, did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend, god of contracts, I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ishtaha.
My life is at an end. I will join the eternal flow of time. And you, Morax, you will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Wow. That was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ishtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world, and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azhdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue, towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the natural order of this world. But I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract, and kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
Naja, so wie es aussieht, wird es wohl irgendwann noch einen dritten Akt geben. Ne? Da wird es noch eine weitere Fortsetzung geben davon.
This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ejdaha as a terrible dragon, and serves as a warning for later generations to stay away from this place, from the seal. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil. If the good and evil within him could be summarized in a single sentence... Well, never mind.
Inmitten der Stille ist nur das leise Rauschen des Windes zu hören. Die Zeit scheint sich in einen unsichtbaren Fluss zu verwandeln, der dahin rieselt. Ein flüchtiger Moment, 1000 Jahre in der Welt des Sterblichen. Die Steine spüren es, die Erde und die Götter auch. Naja. Ja. Dann war es das wohl auch erstmal gewesen. Morgen kann man den zweiten auch mit für die Energieleitscheibe dann angehen. Und daraus kommt dann alles so stückchenweise auch noch dazu.
In adventuring as in...
Aber, wow. Muss ich sagen, ich bin wirklich immer wieder sehr erstaunt, was das für ein Koloss von einem, was das für ein Koloss war, ja. Ja. Ich muss ja gerade mal überlegen, wo könnte ich jetzt eigentlich hin? Ich glaube, ich könnte mich eigentlich kann ich mich ja so weit erstmal wieder nach Mondstadt zurückporten, ne? Und dann kann ich ja hier erstmal wieder hinreisen. Ach ja. Und dann mache ich jetzt erstmal ein Päuschen, mal wieder einlegen, ja. Und so langsam was essen, ne? Und die nächste Abenteuerstufe habe ich immer noch nie erreicht. Es fehlen immer noch knappe 2000. Oh. Und das ist gerade bei Stufe 47, die ich erreichen würde. Oh, Mann, oh. Naja. Ich habe einiges wieder an Items-Materialien wieder bekommen. Na gut, so viel sind es doch nicht. 27 davon, 84 davon. Nicht gerade so sehr viel. Nicht gerade so sehr viel, wie ich gedacht hätte. Ich muss ja mal gucken, wo ist denn dieses... wo ist denn dieses Verstärkungserz? Altstein. Ein seltenes Erz, das an einem verlassenen Ort tief in den Bergen abgebaut wird. Diese Art von Erz kann nur in Adern in den ältesten Bergen gefunden werden. Vielleicht liegt es an seiner extremen Seltenheit, aber viele Händler haben noch nicht einmal von diesem Gestein gehört. Das Erz selbst hat eine unglaubliche Klarheit und seine Farben sind schillernd. Fast scheint es, als würde es mit einem inneren Licht glühen, das eine blau-violette Schönheit hervorbringt, die wie der ferne und schöne Sonnenuntergangshimmel ist. Die wenigen Gelehrten, die seinen Wert verstehen, gaben ihm einen sehr einfachen Namen: Alter Stein. Wenn du ihn verschenken willst, wäre es am besten, ihn jemandem zu schenken, der weiß, was er bekommt. Ein Altstein. Traumlösungsmittel. Ein Gegenstand, der in der Lage ist, die aus Erinnerungen und Prüfungen gewonnenen Materialien zur Verbesserung von Figuren in jede beliebige Form zu verwandeln. Die Menschen glaubten einst, dass Geister und Erinnerungen eine materielle Form hätten. Wenn jemand vom Himmel träumte, bevor er mit einer Blume in der Hand aufwachte, dann muss diese Blüte aus einer solchen Fantasie entstanden sein. Traumlösungsmittel löst das, was aus der Erinnerung gewonnen wurde, auf und verwandelt es in einen anderen Traum. In der Tat sind Kämpfe, die gegen die Starken ausgetragen werden, ein Weg, um selbst stärker zu werden. Ich habe das jetzt irgendwie übersehen. müsste irgendwo zu finden sein. Sind das die Artefakte? Hier sind die ganzen Waffen. Ganz merkwürdig. Sehr, sehr merkwürdig. Naja. Na gut, dann mache ich hier erstmal Schluss. Und erstmal eine Pause bei einlegen. Oh, Entschuldigung. Ja. Ich brauche auf jeden Fall langsam eine kleine Mini-Pause. Und so wie ich sehe, mache ich schon wieder fast 3 Stunden. Das ist kein Wunder. Da ist es ja kein Wunder. Naja. Na gut, dann würde ich erstmal an der Stelle sagen, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen alle. Vielen Dank fürs Dabeisein. Dann wünsche ich erstmal noch einen schönen Sonntagnachmittag. Und dann, ja, würde ich einfach mal sagen, würde ich mich freuen, wenn man sich vielleicht bei irgendeinem nächsten Streamchen dann wiedersehen würde. Bis dahin, macht's erstmal gut.